Today we are going to teach you how to add and multiply fractions. Let's start with addition. First, you make the numbers equivalent if they aren't already. To make these equivalent, you have to make the denominator the same. 8 can't become a fourth because 5 can't be divided by 2. But 4 can become an 8 because 2 and 4 can be multiplied by 2. So we change this to an 8. So to do that, we have to multiply by 2. So multiply by 2. Whatever you do to the bottom, you do to the top. So that will equal 4 and 8. So now it would be 5 8s plus 4. And now to the addition part. You add the top numbers, but not the bottom numbers. So it would be 5 plus 4. So we would get 9. And now we just move the denominator over. Now, if the top number is bigger than the bottom number, then you make it a mixed number. To make it a mixed number, you see how many times the denominator can go into the numerator. 8 can go into 9 one time. So it would be 1 as a whole number. And then there was 1 left over from the 9. So we put 1 and then bring over our denominator. Now we are going to multiply fractions. First, you see if one of the fractions is a mixed number. If it is, then you make it a regular fraction. So to make this a regular fraction, you multiply the whole number by the denominator. 1 times 4 equals 4. And then you add that number to the numerator. So now it would be 6 fourths. Second, you see if the fractions can be simplified. If they can, you simplify them. This can be simplified to 3, 2. 3 over 2. And that can be simplified to 1/2. So now it would be 3 over 2 times 1/2. And then now you multiply the top number. So it would be the top number. So that would be 3 times 1, which would be 3. Now you multiply the bottom number. And 2 times 2 would be 4. Now we are going to simplify the product if it can be simplified. 2/10 can be simplified if you divide it by 2. So 2 divided by 2 equals 1. And then 10 divided by 2 equals 5. So it's 1/5. If you did not get what we said earlier, we'll do some examples for you. So first, you simplify. You want to make the big number smaller. So to get from 12 to 3, you divide by 4. So 12 divided by 4 is 3. Now we see if the numerator can be divided by 4. 4 divided by 4 equals 1. So it can. So now it's 5/3 plus 1/3. Now we only add the top, not the bottom. So 5 plus 1 equals 6. And then we'll just bring over the denominator. Now, this fraction can be a mixed number because the numerator is bigger than the denominator. So, we see how many times 3 can go into 6. And 3 can go into 6 2 times. So, we bring over the 2, but there's none left over. So it just equals 2. Our other example of addition is 3/4 plus 4/16. So, first we see if the bigger denominator can be divided into the smaller one. So, to get from 16 to 4, we would have to divide by 4. Now, we see if the numerator can be divided by 4. 4 divided by 4 would equal 1. So now we divide. 16 divided by 4 is 4, and 4 divided by 4 is 1. So now, it's 3/4 plus 1/4. That would equal 4/4 because we only add the numerator. So it's a fraction and they equal the same number. So we just take it off completely, and it equals 1. Now we are going to do examples of multiplication. First, we see if they can be simplified. These fractions cannot be simplified. So now we just go straight to the multiplier. 6 times 2 is 12. 7 times 3 is 21. Now we simplify if it can be simplified. Both these numbers have 3 in common. So we're going to divide by 3. 12 divided by 3 is 4. And 21 divided by 3 is 7. So now it equals 4 sevenths. Our second example of multiplication is 1 1/3 times 5 over 2. So we have a mixed number, so we make it into a regular fraction. So that means we multiply the whole number by the denominator. And 1 times 3 is 3. So we add that to 1, and it's 4. So now it would be 4 over 3 times 5 over 2. 5 times 4 equals 20, and 3 times 2 equals 6. Now these can be simplified, so they can both be simplified by 2. That means we divide 20 by 2, which equals 10, and 6 by 2, which equals 3. The numerator is still bigger than the denominator, so we make it a mixed number. 10 can be divided by 3 times with 1 left over. So that would mean we make 3, and then there's 1 left over, so we bring over 1/3.
Yeah!